Previously on Heroes and Hot Dogs.
On a related note, I have hot dogs.
You do have hot dogs. How appropriate. Our heroes attempted to set out with their rowboat, but had to traverse a beach with mysterious and dangerous creatures lurking there. There were burrowed animals buried in all around the sand, and when they stepped on them, they were attacked. The cleric attempted to befriend one of them and was moderately successful, except something was definitely wrong with these creatures. They defeated a few of them before one of them managed to gnaw the foot off the cleric after he stepped on one of them. And so they all made a hasty retreat back to the camp to reconsider their options now that 2 of 4 of the members were missing a foot. Their grand adventure was off to a slow start, but they were sure once this one hiccup was out of the way, they would be off out into the world. So, previously, you also bedded down for the night in the middle of the afternoon. It was like midday or so. The dwarves were hard at work, kind of bustling around in the area. That's Svendrin, Quendrin, and Bork, by the way, for those who are keeping tabs.
Svendrin, Kendrin, and Bork.
Svendrin, Quendrin, and Bork, yes.
I haven't written that down anywhere. I'm about to do that.
Okay. I will put their names in with spelling in the Discord.
Oh, I'm not going to spell it right.
There you go. Yeah, well, you spelled it wrong on purpose.
I think you posted it somewhere before. I can't.
Oh, I was
It's in the last recap notes too.
Yeah,
so.
last recap. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is you have had your long rest, which is 8 hours. I guess you guys have to decide whether or not you could make it like a double long rest or like a rest and a half. Like, 'cause after 8 hours, if you went to bed at like 3, it would be like 11 p.m. Right? I think you don't want to wander around in the middle of the night in the jungle. You can. I mean, for
the sake of roleplay, we don't have to sleep. We're just resting, though.
Right. You can just rest. Like, you want to just hang out until morning, basically.
I mean, I was gonna follow through with my note to self and ask a dwarf a question.
Okay. All right. I'll just say that you guys went to bed and you actually slept for 8 hours, and it's evening sometime. It's around 10 p.m. I'll say.
Terrible sleep schedule, just like real life.
Yeah.
So
Adventures.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I at 11 o'clock start printing my foot, and then
yes, you can
take a second long rest?
I was gonna ask the dwarf if they could
while
just chisel
everybody
him a
else
new
is
one to
doing
speed the
things?
process up.
You can try. It will take you another 8 hours for a long rest. So if it's 10 p.m. now, actually that's 6 a.m. Yeah, that works. How long will it take you to print?
It was
an hour, I thought.
I think it was 2 hours, but I don't remember if I'm an extra level for that or not.
Feet. It is 1 hour per level of the character, and you're level 2 now, so it's 2 hours.
Okay.
And you have to do a medicine check with a DC equal to the level. Challenge rating difference between the player and the creature, which is ironically, because it's yourself, it's going to always be 0. So it has a minimum DC of 3 though, so you have to roll a D20
and get 3.
And get 3. Yeah. However, it's a medicine check, so what's your medicine? Isn't it 3?
Actually, that's a good question. It's 6.
Okay, so I'll need a new system for this because otherwise you can't fail. We'll work on that.
Was this something you made up?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you gotta adjust.
Yeah, you can't natively print limbs in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that came about because I was talking about creating this character, and that there were multiple versions of this character before this one came out.
Okay, how's this? I will say the minimum DC has to be 3 plus your medicine. Okay, so that means the minimum DC is 9. Okay, so
you could just say it doesn't account for a minute. Well,
yeah, that sure doesn't account for medicine.
Because if it's plus your medicine at all times, then it's just you have to roll a 3 or higher.
Yeah, we'll do that. It's 3 or higher. Because it includes your medicine, but like if let's say it's a minimum DC of 3, and then it doesn't include your medicine, then I don't know.
How about this?
Just don't get a 1 or 2.
Well, this still doesn't work, but I was going to suggest a minimum of 3 plus 50% of your medicine, but that's still 6. so
Yeah.
it would still be a guarantee for me. But
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you can make it
Just raise
5
the tip.
plus 50%, and that would get you a fail chance.
I'm trying to think. Should we just not include medicine anymore? Like,
Well,
then.
I mean, it's a
What's
medical thing,
medicine
so it makes
mean when
sense
you're
to
just
have
made
it.
out of rocks?
I mean, we could also just say that a 1 and a 2 are a fail regardless.
Okay.
Like, right? Just as long you know, so it's it's factored as it is right now. Except if 1 or 2 are always failures. So I guess do that then. So you literally need 3, and you're fine.
Okay. Well, I did roll an 8, by the way.
Cool. Okay. All right, that works then. All
I
right.
guess the
So
question would be whether or not you want to make it easier or harder to do it in the future as he levels
yeah,
up.
yeah. Well, we also see how much it happens to you guys too. If it happens literally every fight, then we have to be like super easy, right? Like you have to be able to do it literally every time.
To represent we're
Uh,
getting experience.
Yeah, so this would be sort of on the fly. It could be. I was gonna say double the level instead of equal, but then once we have characters that are level 20, then it'd be basically impossible. So never mind.
You could also just do
Yeah.
a
Assuming that
take
ever
20
happens.
for the thing.
I don't know. Well, I'll need a new system because like your medicine like bonus will eventually get up to like plus 15. So
Is there any? I guess we could talk about this later. But I was gonna say, is there any way we could have modifiers to the limbs, like equipment?
what do you?
So
Oh, we
we
mean
could have a
like make
quality.
a better one?
No. Like I was
Ooh.
gonna say, like an arm is harder to make than just a hand.
Well, what I was going
that's true,
for
too.
was quality. So,
Yeah.
like, if
You
you
wanna
make
have, like, a
an
metal-
arm and it's like a
Okay.
mediocre roll, then you replace it with an arm. But if you have a really crappy roll, you replace it with something that just kind of flops around and you can't really do much with. But if you get a really good roll, then it's an amazing arm. That might buff
Yeah.
some stats.
So what is this a spell?
It's a feat you can do.
Okay, so you can do it to other people too?
Yep, that's the
And
main purpose for it.
Does that mean by
honestly.
the end of this campaign we're all going to be warforged because we're going to have losing limbs and things, and he's going to be
That's
replacing
kind
them
of
with...
the idea? Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of the whole point.
Weren't we told that Weaver is like the harbinger of the Warforged?
Well, Harbinger is a negative thing, right? He destroys then. I mean, kind of. I mean, he's a.
There's two sides, and
Harbinger-
Weaver's on the side that wants unity between the meat bags and the Warforged.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I say
Yeah.
meat
So
bags.
we're meat bags?
Yeah.
And
I
he
think
he likes to transform biologicals into partial
Look, his-
synthetics.
His goal
So-
is the fact that biological material is far less stable than mechanical. So you might have a heart attack when you're 40, but if you had a mechanical heart,
You might have a heart attack when you're 41.
yeah, sure.
He's bringing
But
the
then you can
trans-
replace it.
Go
The
to
idea
X-ray
is
at the
you
airport,
can-
you die.
Get around disease and injuries,
Right.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of thing. Make everybody's
He wants to
life
heal
better.
the world through mechanics. Yes.
Wow.
All right. So so you get up at 10 p.m. and Weaver begins to work on, I assume, your own foot first, not Marcus's.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
I
fine.
Marcus
was
is used to it.
I was considering doing Marcus's first and then just giving myself a peg leg. But if I can do the 2 sleeps, then I'll try both.
Yeah. That should be fine. So you go to work on that. So it's 10 p.m. y'all, and you can do whatever you want, and just let me know when you want to call in a day, and we'll wake up again at 6.
Well, I guess that ruins me asking the dwarf to craft him a new foot.
Well, you can do it at 6.
Well, he's
Or you can ask him. You can actually walk over and ask him to do Marcus's. Well,
I mean, you can ask him either way. Just find
Marcus
out
is
if that's
still
something
kind
he's
of
capable
organic, though. I don't know how that would work. I was just gonna have him make like literally a foot rock, and then he could use that as a base to help with a roll or something.
I believe you already made Marcus a peg leg.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
That too.
So-
My
Alright.
opinion of Marcus has not gone up, guys. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will
Okay,
say
so-
that there's a reason why Weaver is printing his own foot first.
Yeah. So we're awake right now at 10 o'clock. And we're trying to decide what we're gonna do right now.
Yeah, you can just hang out and say
Hang
it's 6
out.
o'clock if you want, or you can go out and do something. It's the middle of the night.
But it's okay if we do something. Are we still getting a rest, or how does that work? If we're just lounging around. What is a
you
rest?
guys,
You mean
won't,
sleep or what?
you guys won't really need a rest because you'll do a short rest beforehand. As long as you have an extra hour, basically, you'll be fine. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go around and look for some charcoal.
Alrighty. Give me a.
Charcoal
your
is not a
sheet.
naturally occurring substance.
Well, looking.
Uh,
Well, that's right. I'm gonna look for charcoal. If not, I'll see if I can find something I can.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know a lot about charcoal as a material.
Charcoal is produced by not burning logs, but by like intense heating. You produce charcoal. You do not find it.
Basically, you cook wood.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys have fire, so I mean, you're making charcoal then. So I mean, you
Yeah,
don't need.
I don't know the specifics of the process. Though,
I would
Right,
just say,
and-
you don't need to look for it. You can just take it.
Okay, so I'm
Um,
gonna take some charcoal. I mean, I don't have any idea how much I need and all that kind of stuff. So.
Let's measure it in units, and each unit will be for a spell.
Okay, so
Right.
one thing I checked for the one I really want it for, it takes more than just charcoal. It takes 10 gold pieces of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Right. So
So
you want to look
it's
for
not
all
gonna
those
be-
probably then. I mean,
Yeah, I'd look for all those.
charcoal. The charcoal shouldn't be hard to get. That'll take like 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
because you have it in front of you right now. So yeah, as a general rule, I'll give you units of things, and each unit will represent one usage of a spell. Okay, so don't worry too much
Okay,
about
yeah,
the gold
yeah.
amount, because the gold amount is if you're buying it.
Right.
If you're
which we may do
finding
later,
it,
right.
if you're finding it, all that matters is how many units you have, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you, as a general rule, I'll give you like, oh, what's the spell for? This is
This
for
is
find familiar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give. I mean, charcoal should be really easy to get for when you have a campfire going. So every long rest you're at a campfire out in like the woods or whatever, you're gonna
Okay.
get like 20. Okay.
Oh. Okay. All right.
So you can go ahead and collect 20 charcoal.
Okay. All right. Do I just write that I'm down on paper now, and then add it to my equipment later? Is that how we probably do this?
You should go to equipment, manage equipment, and then item filter. Let's look up charcoal. No. Okay.
Or do we just want to do this all together, all three things together or something? I mean, I don't know.
No, because it's gonna be difficult because they're not always found together. So.
Yep. Okay.
Just make a note somewhere, and everybody, you can send me stuff throughout the week to like add to your
Okay,
stuff.
yes,
If you
that's
can't figure it
fine.
out, yeah, just make a
That's
note
fine.
for now, and
Yeah.
we'll figure it out later.
That's what I figured. Okay.
All right, what else are you looking for?
What is it? Blah, blah, blah. Incense is it? No, I don't think I'm gonna find incense hanging around in mine.
Nope.
Um,
That's a purchasable thing.
where'd it go? Let me find what it is again. Okay, here
You
we
could
go.
try making sense, but
It's yeah. Oh, herbs.
it's very unspecific for herbs.
It just
okay.
says herbs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it's not specific, so it's much easier. So give me a nature check.
Nature. Okay. I think I'm doing this right. Let me see if it rolls. Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh,
Well,
5. Okay.
You get 5 herbs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Fine.
I thought you were just gonna say you found grass.
You only find 5 herbs. I mean, you don't
Right,
need anything
fine.
specific, so like, yeah.
Right.
there's-
And it's
you're
not like I
you're
need
in a
this-
jungle.
Right. And I don't necessarily need this right away because I already have my familiar in
Yeah,
its
he's already
hot
summoned.
form right now.
I choose
so.
to believe that your little gnome picture there is just going to smoke the herbs.
You
looks
found a bunch of
good.
pots. You found some herbs.
Herbs, sure.
mean,
Medicinal
uh,
herbs.
This
Medicinal
ain't
herbs.
11. This ain't 11 herbs and spices. This is some very specific bush.
Gnomes
okay.
are definitely frequently near pots.
That is-
Ow!
You're a pot gnome.
Right. So
Mhm.
should we be talking to our? Oh, our friends are probably sleeping now, right?
Yeah,
Or-
they're asleep.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no sense to talk to them.
They're not on a crazy schedule like you guys are. So yeah, they're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just go
Um,
to sleep in the middle of the day and wake up and demand answers.
Can I? Is it legal here for me to try to cast a spell?
Yeah, you do what you want. It'll cost a slot, but yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, but we're gonna be doing long rest here, right? So
You're gonna get a short rest. It's just not
Oh,
till you got your spell
short
slots.
rest.
So I mean, You can do it. I mean, you've spent less than an hour. It's fine. I don't care. You haven't done much. Yeah.
So what I want to use is I want to call Marcus over.
Okay.
Um,
He hobbles over.
Hey Marcus, how you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So hey guys, actually, is everybody around right now? Okay, so Weaver is actually kind of making something right now.
He's like.
Right. Hey Weaver, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Weaver?
What's that?
Okay, so I have an idea. What I was thinking of doing is, we have this little problem of the possible traitor in our midst thing, and so I think we want to be. I mean, want to be.
Are we gonna do this again, guys? I mean, like, really?
Yeah,
I feel like we kind of already solved this thing, didn't we?
So I think it might be a good idea if we just constantly don't trust each other. So nothing against you particularly, Marcus, but you're the most obvious one that we need to start out with. So I want to talk to you a little bit. And
seems a little bit rude. It's
real.
So, and then maybe you can question me too. How's that sound?
Is this about me missing all those gunshots? I mean, I think that's about this missing all those gunshots, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
But it has to do with who, the aims and all that, So what I want to do is I want to, with your permission, of course, is I would like to cast a spell on you. I
mean, there's no like probing, is there? Like I don't.
No probing, probing. But it would help clear your name. See.
I'll clear just my name. Okay. All right.
So this is what I'm thinking, Marcus. Just so you know, we trust you completely.
Just so you don't. But okay.
But we don't trust spells that may be cast upon you. So what I would like to do is I would like to test each of us for spells that have been cast upon us. And that I have a spell to do that. It's called Identify, and it says
Identify.
If you touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. It's the bottom part of Identify.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. Hold on.
Yeah.
One object you can touch. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, learn what spells. Okay.
So it only detects spells. So it doesn't tell me whether he's lying or telling the truth or anything like that. It just tells me if he's got a spell cast upon him.
Okay.
And actually, I think I might want to cast it on myself too, and maybe everybody at one point, just to see if there's some trickery going on. Because I do not trust these beings that are above us. That they are watching us.
Oh, them. Oh no.
I do not trust them. And so I never know if something may be lurking and watching us and controlling us. Yeah. Don't do that. It scares me a lot. So, Marcus, come here.
Yes. Oh, that's not creepy. Okay. All right. So this does require a pearl and an owl feather. I will say that you are on an island, so pearls will be like super hard to find.
Oh, so maybe I can't do it.
Not like great owl feathers. I don't know. You do have. I mean, you have. I'll let you do it. In general, I won't be too finicky about while you're on the island because you haven't had time to gather supplies yet.
Right. The reason why I thought I could do this stuff because originally you said don't worry about the M part of the spells until like third level or something. So
yeah, but now we're working at charcoal and all that stuff, so we're getting kind of a little more into it now. So.
Yeah. Okay, so we're saying I do it now, but maybe next time I gotta.
Yeah, I mean, for a little while, I'll be generous with that because we haven't actually been able to go out and get stuff. So.
Okay.
But okay, yeah. So you have pearls in your pocket though, and owl feathers apparently. So. At the moment, just so you're aware.
Okay, very good.
All right, so he walks over to you and he takes off his hat and he starts to take off his jacket. and his shirt.
No, Marcus, stop.
What?
You don't need to do that. All I need to do is touch you. It's okay.
Well, that's okay. All right, I don't need to cough or anything.
No, you don't need to cough.
Okay. All right. Good. That's
what you just said is that goblin physiology is really close to people physiology, and it disgusts.
Goblins are people too, but agree.
I
That's
beg
right.
to differ.
All right, go ahead and. Okay,
So-
you're kind of calling a bluff here, so I gotta figure out. I have to actually just make a decision now.
Ah.
I wasn't planning on deciding things on this until later.
Do you want
which
me to
is-
wait a day to do this so you can think about it?
Hold on. Well, I know
I
for
should've warned you
sure
on this one.
you're going to get strong traces of polymorph, and teleport, for sure. Like
Oh,
you have a lingering spell of teleport on him, and you have a much stronger polymorph spell on him, which you're guessing was partially the result from the formation of his new body.
The polymorph?
Yeah, you're assuming that that's partly how like it was 3D printing things. It's using like a part of a polymorph spell kind of infused with some raw materials.
I wouldn't have thought that a spell. I thought once it happens, the spell's. It's not even a spell that does it, right? But Oh, so you're saying it was a spell that did this?
Well, I mean, it's a similar spell, similar magical essence to that spell.
Oh,
it's not,
okay,
it's
I
not
got
that
it.
spell, but it's the same kind of magic. You can kind of feel that it's the same kind of like essence, right? You know, it
Okay.
was it was like liquid polymorph juice or whatever, right? Like
Okay. So he's been polymorphed, and what
right.
was the other one?
and teleportation, which you knew that as well because you all teleported.
Right.
And I'm trying to think about his history as well in hell.
Right, because he was he sat on the thing and read. Was he the one reading the? He was the one reading the basket weaving.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's.
But
that's
this doesn't say how many spells have been cast upon him. It's how many spells are still active on him, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm giving you some lingering things.
Yeah.
that
Okay. Okay.
These are fairly recently in the last day, and magic kind of had a lingering effect. As for active effects, you don't notice any active effects on him.
Okay. Well, I figured it was worth a shot, and it didn't. I mean, it didn't use up a slot, so.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, of course.
You non-trustworthy thing.
Yeah, I couldn't get over the. I don't think we should trust each other.
Hmm.
The kindest tone, saying some really real stuff.
I know. Well, that's my character. Yeah, my character actually does trust everybody. That's my problem. But okay. So we're still
Are
looking
you
around.
other people, or are you that it? You mentioned other people.
I mean, I don't need to, but I guess just assume I'm meditating right now.
Okay.
I don't. Ugh.
So
But
can
are
do
you
this?
casting identify on the other group?
Well, if you allow it.
To them? Up to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with it.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to ask in character, though.
Okay. So first of all, Finnegan. I can't think of what your name was. Hey, Finnegan. Can I cast the spell on you to see if there's any spells that are doing bad things to you?
Sure.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Okay. So you notice on Finnegan. Actually, let me put another image rather.
I'm
than
just gonna
on-
ready the D20 to chop you in the throat and run away.
Well, that would end that.
Yeah, you wouldn't just be dead; you'd explode.
You notice this spell on Finnegan.
Shit, the secret. Oh, never mind. It's there.
So we're all seeing this, right?
Yeah.
I see. I didn't see that the message appeared. I thought you DM'd it to him.
No.
Okay, well, I guess I'll read it aloud since I'm not doing video recording. Mind blank. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage. Any effect that would sense its emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and the charm condition. The spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or to gain information about the target.
Okay, so he's had mind blank cast on him, so that means I can't. But I do know that, but I don't know anything else.
Yep.
So the idea is if he had other stuff cast upon him, I wouldn't be able to read it, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't that only affect my brain powers, though? Not any spells cast upon me?
Wait, what? Say again?
Well, but
Would
read
I-
the very
would I
end. It
still have
says-
the poly thing from being crafted like a green guy?
Yeah,
So
you
this
would, but I can't detect it
right.
Well,
because it's
But
This
mine-
blocks all divination spell basically towards mind probing, which is what he's doing right now.
Oh, I
So-
didn't know. I thought
what kind
spell
of-
checking was just on me, it's not my brain. Okay, that's weird.
so if
Yeah.
you've never
That's why I
had
don't deal
spell
with
check.
magic.
Spell check.
Spell check upon me, which is why I can't talk half the time.
Yeah, so he has an 8th level abjuration spell cast on him that seems to be permanent.
Permanent.
I approve.
Oh wow, cool. Okay, so
On an
now
unrelated note, I am consuming my second hot dog now.
It also seems somewhat specific. It seems not universally blanketed, but it does seem to be targeting specific things for it. It blocks you universally, but you can detect that the way it's formulated. It's also designed to block him internally as well, for remembering and sensing certain things.
Oh, so okay, so this is useful for you too, Finnegan, because now you know that there's certain things that are being blocked that you
You
can't
gotta
even
tell me this in
access.
character. All I know is that I got a magic
Yes.
cast on me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He doesn't have the adorable accent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't get. It's hard for me to get the accent right too.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, wrong accent.
Oh, Luigi, you got a dispel cast upon you. Hey,
Okay, so-
Luigi.
But the problem is once you start doing it, then it's hard to go to switch.
I'm
So,
Uh-huh.
so Finnegan, I've discovered that you have a mind blank spell cast upon you, and it is still active and is blocking your ability to know certain things about yourself.
Oh.
Yes. So possibly we all have that on us. So I think I'd like to cast it on Weaver now, if Weaver would let me.
Sure.
Okay, so I cast it on
So
Weaver.
while he's doing this, Weaver's just not really paying any attention. He's just sitting there letting it happen.
Okay.
Right, because you're doing
He's still a footless sad sack.
right, and you're still making this thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, you get the same thing.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so now I'm
And
gonna cast it
here,
on
I thought I
myself.
was just special.
So I can cast it on myself.
Yep, same thing.
Okay, so I tell everybody, hey everybody, it looks like we have a spell cast upon us that makes it so we cannot detect things about ourselves. I guess we probably kind of already knew that, but we didn't know it was a spell.
Indeed.
Beep?
I said indeed.
Oh, I said beep.
Beep. Just had to cuss real quick. Sorry.
All right. Well, that was kind of a waste of
Or two.
time, but
That's okay. Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys are doing before nappy nap? Just trying to speed this along a little bit here.
okay.
It is middle of the night, so
Yeah.
not a ton you can do. You don't want to. I don't want to
No.
wander off in the jungle.
Not really. Not really.
Unless you have something specific you want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and so Weaver finishes his foot, and you're doing Marcus's the next day. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Okay. It takes you 2 hours, which isn't too bad. So you guys will be ready to go by 8 a.m. And you've used your slot for the day. Just remember that. Check it off. For the metallurgy. And yeah, so it is 8 a.m. The dwarves got up around the same time you guys did at 6 a.m. and they went off and they are no longer in camp. They went off to a different part of the island and are presumably working on something. You don't know what.
So are we all waking up at the same time?
Yeah, I do have a quick
Oh, right.
question though.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do anything to these limbs?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so no
No,
like
Is it
putting in
enhanced?
fail safes or anything like that.
No, that'll be a later thing if you want to talk to me about that. We can figure that out.
Okay.
But right now you're literally reprinting what was already there. It's almost like it has like a built-in memory for what's supposed to be there, and it's printing what's supposed to be there.
All right, I'll hold off on putting the bomb in Marcus's foot.
The peg-leg machine gun is not a bad idea.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea. That's kind of funny.
It is.
We can figure that out later, though, if you want. I don't have a role for that or know what that would do. So,
Do I need to roll medicine for Marcus?
yeah, don't get a 1 or 2, basically. Okay, you're good. Yeah. You print him a limb, and he's stoked. He's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! Thank you, thank you, thank you."
A goblin warforged mega limb?
Yeah, I mean it's full metal. Full metal.
And also
alchemist.
Weaver still being a little bit upset at Marcus for his firing, even though he told people not to shoot at the little critter.
That's fair.
Just
Right.
attaches the
Represent that
foot
in
and walks
character.
away without talking to him.
Okay.
He just-
I can't.
he just
I
kinda-
can't really
he just
represent
kinda-
that in character because it's not talking. It's very specifically
feel like
it's
ignoring.
kind
I
of
get
given
what
the
you
same
mean
guy or whatever, right? Kind of like the silent treatment, right? Like,
Yeah.
fine, there you go. That's fine. Yeah, that works. All right, so it is 8 a.m. You both have feet, and you're good to go. What you want to do?
So are we waking up?
Right, sorry. Weaver was awake all night. He doesn't need to rest technically because he doesn't get exhausted, and he was printing limbs and whatnot. So he kind of just was on guard duty. So as a general rule, by the way, Weaver doesn't sleep. And that you guys notice, he just sits there in like alert sentry mode. He can actually like watch for dangers while you guys sleep, and it's not a problem for him. So that means Weaver, when Finnegan, Marcus, and Nomad went to bed, you noticed that after like a half hour, whatever it is, when they actually all fell asleep, Nomad turned into stone. So this is about 11 p.m. He turns to stone. What are you doing?
So, Nomad turned to stone. Is anybody else in stone?
Nope, just Nomad.
Is there anything interesting in the sky?
Nope. Sky looks normal. I mean, you haven't really. This is your first night here, so you're not 100% sure, but it doesn't look like there's like a meteor shower or something.
There's not like some obvious second moon.
Nope. Nope.
Could I roll insight for this, or maybe history? Which one of these checks would be type of what I'm thinking?
It's a good thing I'm asleep
But-
because I was actually there when they were explaining this during character creation.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
What are you trying to do? You trying to go over and
I'm
look at them and try to figure it out?
I'm trying to see
remember.
if I have any idea of what's going on, like based.
Okay, roll history,
Okay.
and you'll recall information about gnomes.
He's having a weird dream, okay? Gosh, doesn't it happen to you? Ooh.
It's a good roll, but you don't know what this is.
You
To
know
your knowledge,
everything about
You,
gnomes.
you know a lot about gnomes. This isn't one of them. This isn't something you ever heard before.
Hold on. Let me. What is it? I have a thing where when I roll a history check, I can tell where to find the information that I'm looking for, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, I have that too, and I think it means you're supposed to like go to a library or something.
I'm trying.
Researcher.
Yeah,
It's under description.
researcher.
Researcher. When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from you can obtain it from. Use information coming from a library, a scriptorium, university, or a sage, or another learned person or creature. So I basically, you would know where to find the information you require, and
I assume it's not accessible, but it's still useful information.
yeah, you remember. I would say that you remember in your home city, you remember that there was a large library, and there was a specific wizard there that was a expert on gnome culture. So you would probably go to him. I would think probably for information like this. Do you want his name?
Sure.
Okay.
Now I gotta think of a name.
Hang Mhm.
Is there a good notes section on? Well, I guess it's in notes, but is there a good section to put? I guess it'd be allies.
Possibly, yeah. Let's see. So let's see, Dragonborn, good, occupation, profession. Hold on. Sorry. Just take me a second to do all this stupid stuff. No, not a, no. He's a.
Haha! Unexpected things for the DM.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah, we're throwing stuff at him left and right. It's fun.
All right. His name is Masarth, and he is a Dragonborn historian. That's his race. And he has brown bronze scales, and he works, or at least he did when you knew him. He worked in the primal scriptorium of your home city. Which I have to remember what the name of that is now. I have that somewhere.
So Masarth, Dragonborn historian with bronze brown scales. What was his? I forgot the name of the role.
He's a scholar. He's a researcher in the primal scriptorium. And I'm trying to hold on. I gotta find the stupid map real quick. I apologize. It's not up at the moment. Pinned.
You could just say his hometown and leave it for later too.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, you probably want to know where it is, but yeah. Let's see. I want overworld map making. There it is, and then. Sorry, and this one. In Bozek in Zuza. That's Bozhech. That is the city name. Bozek in the.
It was B-O-Z what?
Bozhech. Bozek.
Okay.
And it's in the continent of Zuza. Or I guess it's country, because it's not a continent.
Country.
Country of Zuza.
Is that on that map you showed us?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I had a definitive location for you that was accurate, not just arbitrary and out there. So you could look at a map and be like, we want to go there, right? Okay. But yes, that's, you don't know anything, but you know that you know a guy who knows about gnomes. So.
Okay. Well, would I? I guess I'll wake up Finnegan and see what he knows, and see if he's got any opinion on this. So, Finnegan.
All right.
Finnegan.
Finnegan doesn't know, but
Nope.
No, my character does not.
right.
But it won't stop me from making rolls anyway.
All right. You wake him up?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
None gently.
Just
He's a robot.
Just kicks me in the teeth.
Just dunk.
What?
It appears Nomad has turned to stone. Any idea what's going on?
No.
Help.
What
What do we do
roll
with
do I
gnomes?
roll?
Should we water it?
Shouldn't we just put it on a lawn?
We could try that.
What roll should I roll for the sake of humoring rolls?
What are you gonna do?
What are you doing?
Can I tell what kind of stone it's made out of?
Your character doesn't know much about stone. So
All right, it's a rock. All right.
yeah. you don't have a background in masonry, so
I know my seasoning spices, being
Yeah.
salt.
he's not covered in paprika.
Yeah. I guess I'll just roll with the let's pick him up, make sure he's okay.
Okay. You pick him up, and yeah, he's stone. real heavy.
I'm holding a heavy rock.
He's pretty
gnome,
heavy.
in
Yeah.
gnome shape.
Yeah.
Is he painted or is he just straight rock?
He's painted. Yeah.
Ooh.
He's colored rock.
If he wasn't, I'd say we're gonna need to paint him.
He's rock colored.
He's like what's the Mexican painted stone stuff? What's it called? The
terracotta.
terracotta. Yeah, he like terracotta.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Is it that? I don't think that's Mexican, is it?
I don't think so either. I don't know.
I think that's Asian.
We got where we needed to get. That's the
Terracotte's not-
important part.
It's not Asian.
Right,
No.
right, right.
He's not porcelain. He's rock.
Yeah. He's rock, but it's colored. It's like stained.
Okay, well, I guess I'll. What pose is he in?
Sleeping.
Oh, so I probably can't set him up right.
No. No, you can't. I mean, you can lean him against a tree, but he is
I
sideways.
mean, I'm holding a gnome like some animal, and you got any ideas?
Well, is there a lawn nearby? Just
There's
anywhere.
grass kind of everywhere.
What defines a lawn?
Where's the front door to the castle?
It's nearby. Yeah, there's an open area in front of what appears to be like the entrance.
All right. Well, I guess that would be the front lawn. Yeah.
Okay, you gonna go put him there?
But is he dead?
You don't know. I mean, he's not alive. It looks like anymore. I mean,
Him's a rock.
He's a rock. Yeah, it's a little disconcerting.
Didn't he tell us he used to be a gnome, like a garden gnome?
I think so. I don't remember everything about that though. Or maybe my character would, and I should roll for this.
Sure, you can roll for memory. That's fine.
roll for memory.
I'll just give you like for history. It's just a recent history. Sure, you do a history check. There you go. You guys probably should have been through your first roll. Actually, come to think of it. Okay.
I also will roll one. Oh my god.
Well,
You
then
did
again,
roll one.
I
Good
forgot.
job.
In trying to remember, I forgot more.
you were thinking about it, and then you ran into a tree while you were thinking deeply.
Oh.
Unfortunately, and you were like, "Wow, that really hurts." And then you forgot what you were thinking about. And yeah, but
Did I chip the gnome?
no, you still holding him. You didn't drop him.
No. Okay.
I mean, unless you want to, but
No, I don't want to drop. The
you remember that he mentioned something you believe about being a lawn gnome.
When we read our
But there wasn't
character
anything that they said about, or that he said about him transforming.
No. No.
Actually, no. I think
He-
I remember him saying that he specifically didn't know how he transformed.
Yeah.
when we read our character sheets, is that something that was for us or for our characters knowing about each
A
other?
little bit of both. I'm thinking that basically kind of some of the basics were given
Mhm.
out to people, but like not specifics. And also you don't know how it works or what it
Right,
looks
right.
like or any of that
Yeah,
stuff because
yeah.
you're asleep, so
Mhm,
you don't know what that even like is. So you might not even 100% know exactly about this even
Mhm,
yourself
mhm,
because like yeah.
No, I understand. Yeah.
So what you guys doing?
Are we at the front lawn?
Yeah.
Is there like a rock I can lean him up against so he's upright?
Sure.
You know, well, never mind. I think a sleeping gnome is adorable enough on its own. I'll just kind of put him down and just. Does this look good to you?
See what happens.
Well, he's on the lawn.
Okay. You gonna do anything else to him? Talk to him? What are you doing?
We're just gonna sit there and stare at him until morning.
Maybe we should water him.
Do you have a bucket?
I don't think so. Is there anything
Uh,
nearby that I could use to transport water?
You could spit on him.
There's a bucket by that pool you were at earlier. The one that made Finnegan and Marcus. There's like a kind of a tin.
Okay, then Weaver will go over there and get that. And
Okay.
a bucket full of water.
Okay. You just pour it on the stone gnome's head and it just splashes off.
Well, only half of it. I don't want to pour all
Okay.
of it.
I don't waste that water. No. Okay.
Yeah. So that does nothing.
Nope.
So Weaver sets down the bucket and then looks over at Finnegan and says, "Hey, you want to try putting him in the bucket on the lawn with the water?"
I don't see how that would help.
I don't know. Does it hurt?
Does what hurt? He's just wet now.
You know what? I don't think this is working. Maybe the dwarves know.
Aren't they asleep right now? I don't think I should bother them.
So, Marcus comes up behind you and says, "What are you guys? Oh my God! What did you do to him? Did you kill him? What did you do to Nomad?" And then as soon as he says the word Nomad, Nomad, you awaken, and Nomad is transformed back instantly into a gnome.
Hey, look! All we had to do was water
What's
him.
going on, guys?
And you're covered in water and you're surrounded by them, and they've moved you into an open field.
Where am I? I was having this great dream, and then I was drowning. And
Were you dreaming of gravel?
I don't know. I'm very confused. What did you guys do?
Well, you were stoned. I thought maybe if we added water, it
Stone?
would de-stone you.
I
I don't know if the lawn helped, but nuns belong on lawns or on lawns. So yeah, we dumped water on you and put you on the lawn.
So did it do anything when you dumped water on me?
Maybe you woke up after a few minutes of being wet.
I don't know what I know, so I don't know where to go with this.
I would say it's been long enough that probably you would have experienced something like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Probably, yeah.
So all I know is that when I go to sleep, something happens to me, and I feel very, very calm, and very, very, just very relaxed, and
It's because you turn into a garden gnome.
well,
discovered.
what's the matter with that?
We didn't know
Are you
that
making fun of
happened.
garden gnomes? I was a garden gnome once.
You still were just a moment ago.
Is that what I looked like?
Yeah.
And then we watered you, and now you're back.
That's kind of what I felt like too. So I guess that makes sense. And then I was having this dream, and then somebody was calling my name, and that woke me up.
Well, he woke you up. Point at
did?
Marcus.
Marcus, why'd you wake me up?
Well,
I was sleeping so
I
nice
thought
and
you were
gently.
dead.
Why'd you think I was dead? Don't you know that lawn gnomes, when they fall asleep, that things happen?
No.
Last I heard, it's not normal for a lawn gnome to be a regular gnome.
Well, that's
I'm-
true. So maybe you guys didn't know. I'm sorry. I should have told you. I totally forgot to tell you anything
You
about this.
forgot?
I should have told you. Please accept my
So-
humble apologies.
Does this mean watering you wasn't helpful?
No, it is very cold.
Okay, I'll use warm water next time.
Please don't. You can just call my name
Oh. Okay.
if you want to wake me up. But I'd like to go back to sleep if you don't mind.
All right.
Yeah.
You all gonna go back to sleep?
I guess we figured that mess out.
Mystery solved.
Yeah. All it took was the NPC to sputter the magic word.
It's okay. There wasn't a rule for that till just now, so now it's a thing.
I didn't know either, right? It's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, you didn't know. All right. So yeah, you now know that in order to get the only thing that wakes him up is to call his name directly. And the trigger word to wake him up from his sleep. Nothing else will wake him up, basically. That you're aware of, at least.
Well, except I assume that if they don't call my name ever, I wake up at some point, right?
Yeah, you'll wake up at your normal time.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so you guys go back to sleep and wake up the next morning, and Weaver, you notice that the same thing happens again when you go back to sleep. He's stoned again. So you're aware.
Okay.
Can we stop saying the gnome is stoned?
Look,
yeah,
the stone gnome is always around pots.
Because of all the pots, right?
Yep. So it's 8 a.m. and you've already given Marcus his foot back, and he was stoked. So what do you guys do?
Our what are they called? Svendrin and Kendrin and Bork around.
They set out around 6 a.m. Around the time you guys woke up. So if you want to do a quick dialogue before they head out, you can. But they were gathering their stuff and kind of heading out quickly for the day. So like they don't have a lot of time to talk.
Hey guys, shall we go over to these guys and ask them some questions? Think they'll let us? Should we all go over? I assume they're not right where we are.
They're pretty close. You guys camp together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's
Hello,
that was not in
Svendrin.
character.
Hello, Svendrin.
Oh, hey there. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, but can we have a roll that has to go so that you have to roll to see if you get the right name for the right dwarf?
I just looked at all three at once.
Yeah. He
You just wait for one of them to answer.
Yeah, that's the good tactic right there. I assumed you guys were doing that now. You just kind of shout their name and kind of wait till somebody responds and hope the rest. Yeah.
My plan was
is
just
the
to
main
call
guy.
each one dwarf.
Dwarf. Also, remember Master Dwarf works as well.
Oh, and
they
that's
said
right,
that if you don't remember what to call them, you can call them Master Dwarf, and that's acceptable, and that doesn't bother them. So, what can I be doing for you? I don't know. I'm going all. You're a pirate. Hold on. What can I do for you? There you go.
That's okay.
This
Yeah, I
is
don't remember
Svendrin
what accent you had last time.
Then
so.
enter into this one. Yeah. All right. What can I do for you?
So I was just wondering, can you build things for us, or what is it that you are? What is it that you can actually do for us?
Well, I am a. Hold on, I'm a carpenter. Mason. There we go. I am the mason of the group, so I build things with rocks. Give me the right materials, and I can build whatever you need. And we have, our carpenter and whatnot here as well. We build all sorts of stuff. However, we need the material.
Is there any material? Do you have any material to build with?
Not a lot. We are working on it. We have ships coming in with more raw material to help fortifications and whatnot and rebuilding. But at the moment, we don't have a ton. We've only been here a day, so we've been mostly doing measurements and assessments and soil samples.
So when you were on the boat, did
Yes.
you have any? Was there any like navigation equipment or compasses or lodestones or anything like that you used to navigate with or to help you?
Yeah. We have our map, of course, and we have our compass. You're right. And yeah, that's we didn't have a ton with us at the time, because we weren't really expecting to be leaving anywhere anytime soon.
So do you giving us the boat? Can we also have the compass?
Oh, sure, that's no problem.
Oh, that might help us a lot.
Sure, he gives you the world map. You guys have.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. What's the
And
map?
he gives you the compass.
Yay. Okay. So what do we do about that technically? Right. Using D&D Beyond, do we have to write something down here?
No, you'll just have it at all times.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah, but it does mean that you guys know where north is all the time, which is just it's a
That'll
helpful
help.
thing if you're
That could
underground or
help.
whatnot. That's pretty helpful. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And compasses aren't like super common, so that's good.
Yeah, it is kind of medieval times, isn't it?
Yep, compasses
Well,
are
I was
not
thinking we
for-
might have had to make one.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard how to make one, but I don't really know.
Also, technically, I don't think that compasses work in D&D because that material plane is not a sphere. But let's
Oh, it's not?
worry about that. No, it's a disc.
Well, okay.
That
Then
makes sense.
they would have, what are they called? Sextants and things like that to be able to navigate with.
Yes.
Right,
I guess actually
so-
it's probably star navigation, not compass. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. So he gives you his star chart and he gives you his sextant. I would say, yeah.
But you can use. I think you can use the sun too, because
Yeah.
if you know what time of the year it is. Actually,
Yeah,
the-
the sextant will work during the daytime with the sun, and it'll work at nighttime with your star chart that he gave
okay.
you. So you can navigate
So now
at
we're-
least a little bit.
Because I think I have proficiency in navigation equipment.
Ooh, well, there you go. That's your navigation equipment right there. So
I guess we have a navigator.
I think I do. I'd have to check, but
Okay.
just so you know.
Do we have
yeah.
to get him a booster seat so he can sit in the passenger seat?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
There was something else. Oh, and do we know the calendar? I mean, I don't expect you to give me a calendar. I'm just saying, do we know enough to be able to navigate? Because we need to know the date. If not, we need to be talking to these guys and asking them.
Yeah. As a general rule, I'm going to use the real world calendar, and because I don't want to have to worry about fantasy month because that's confusing for everybody. Same thing for seasons. I'm gonna make it just normal seasons, and I'm gonna make it basically in real time, right? Just to make things
Well, it's
easier.
interesting. Lord of the Rings took place, and they had actually calendars like ours. I
Yeah.
thought that was bizarre,
Yeah.
but they did.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna just use literally real time. So it's June.
Okay, the reason why I was asking is just because the sextant isn't any use unless you know what time it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and so do we have? Oh, do we need? I guess with the navigation equipment and stuff would come some sort of chronographer or something that would tell us that what we need to know.
Well, I mean, you just asked Spencer, and he said that it's June 9th.
Yeah. Okay. But you need to know. You also need to know.
Today.
I won't get too techy, but you do need to know what time it is. But
Oh,
I
you want
guess-
to know? You want like a measure of time?
He wants a pocket watch.
watch?
Well, apparently,
an
I
accurate
saw
way
this
of measuring
PBS
time.
special. That in order to actually navigate into the water, into any further than offshore, they had to invent the clock. I mean, they couldn't get across the ocean without some sort of way of
Okay.
measuring time.
you have a pocket watch.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes sense that you would have one.
Yeah. Actually, since you're a tinkerer, so it makes sense that even if this is not a technology that exists, you have one.
Okay. Very good.
Maybe it's magic powered, whatever.
No,
Right. Right.
no.
Okay.
You have to wind it every morning.
Right. I don't have to tell you this, do I?
No.
Every morning.
No.
All right.
That'd be really messed up with me. Oh, you wrote on your pocket watch, so now it's Thursday. Oh.
Right.
Your
Hey,
pocket
don't-
watch controls the
Control
cosmos.
time.
All right.
Nomad.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So if you were to happen to lose your hand at some point,
Ooh.
I could always build that compass into your hand.
Ooh.
Well, it's a sextant, but
Or not compass,
Well,
I meant
for the watch.
watch.
oh,
That might be pretty nice.
That was a
But I don't think I
misspeak.
want to lose my hand just to get that.
I'm not saying
Thank
you
you.
need to go lose your hand. I'm just saying if it were to happen.
he says sharpening his blade.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I want to, Master Dwarves, all of you, just
Aye.
wondering, do you have any other supplies or anything that you?
Not that we can part with. No.
Okay, I just
no.
was checking. I thought I should ask. Thanks anyway.
No problem. We gotta
you
head
don't-
off now. So
You don't have any rope, right?
I mean, you guys have some rope,
We do.
so yeah,
Oh,
you do.
we did.
Yes, yeah, you do.
Oh.
You all start with 50 feet of rope. So
Oh, didn't know that. Okay, guess I gotta check my magic bag.
it's like it's there in your pocket right there. I can see it popping out of your pocket. It's just
so, right. so you can you actually make planks and things out of the trees around us for us, or you can't do that?
Oh, yeah.
I was just wondering how big of a plank could you make for us?
I mean, how big
How
do you
long?
need it?
How long?
I,
Well-
as long as the tree. I mean, as long as the biggest tree you can find.
Okay, I'm looking around. How big of trees are there?
I mean, this is
Are there none?
no. I mean, this is a forest.
They're all in
Oh,
a
it's a
cardboard.
forest. Okay.
It's a forest. I mean,
how
and
tall are
these are some old trees. which means that they go pretty tall. So you can find an 100-foot tree.
Redwood forests.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you what I'm thinking. Would you be able to actually make us a nice strong plank that's that long?
What for?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. We found this. Actually, you don't know anything about the island, right? Because you just got plopped here like us. Right?
we just got teleported here. I just
As his voice changes to a
Good job,
Marcus
Marcus.
voice. Love it. It's all right.
It's
I've got
hard,
my.
okay, it's hard to do voices with headphones on. I can't hear myself. This is very difficult.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's extraordinarily like I did not consider this ahead of time. It's very hard to maintain like a tone.
Oh, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. It's funny.
I know that before too. I'm like,
We're-
it's difficult. Like
We're not
So-
complaining, and I realize I can help you.
Hey guys, what I was wondering is whether or not we could get across that area that has all those nasty sand shrews. Is that what they were? If
Oh, I
we
don't
could
know.
just put a big, huge plank across and walk across the plank to the water and drag the boat behind us and forget all the stupid sand shrews. Just an idea. What do you
Sure.
think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what a sand shrew is. But I can make you a
They're
plank.
these nasty things that bite.
Oh.
They bite bad.
Is that where he lost his foot?
Yes, it is.
Ooh. All right. Where did that happen? We can avoid that.
Oh, I don't know. It's on the shore.
Yeah.
We don't
it's
have
on-
directions here.
It was the southern shore.
The southern shore. It's on the
I
south
think we
shore.
would
You
know
might
where it's at though.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's on the south shore. I would stay away from the sand.
That's
There's
good to know.
nasty things. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So
So, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is a good idea to try this?
That might be worth trying. Couldn't hurt.
So you send Kendron out because Kendron is the carpenter,
Mhm.
and he goes out and he goes out with his boys because it's a big old log and it's take a while,
Okay.
and it'll take them all day.
Okay, I want to follow
And,
them and ask them more questions. Can I
Okay.
do that?
Yeah.
Or before you go. How's that? Whatever.
Yeah. Before they go. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
was gonna say at the same time, can I get a head start on just looking for a different beach?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
do that.
So
I don't have the compass or whatever, so I'm just gonna go in and not that
Yeah.
beach direction.
Oh.
that's fine.
But before you go, Finnegan, I just want to warn you that I do have this spell called Message, which you might hear this voice in your ear, and don't get scared because it'll be me. Think of it as a cell phone. No, I could talk to you through. We could talk back and forth. Actually, we might have already used that once. Did we use that when you were like dangling above the?
No.
Oh, we
You did
couldn't
not.
use
You
it,
tried to use it through the holy pool.
but it didn't work, right?
Yeah, it didn't work. It hasn't worked thus far. Yeah.
I don't think you tried to use it when I
see
was
how far this-
dangling and almost got burned to death.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't almost get burned to death. You almost got shot.
That's true.
Wimpy.
True. Both actually, yes. All right. So Finnegan, are you going with anybody else? Or are you going by yourself?
I don't want to help find a new beach.
Oh, pick me.
So I was also thinking I
Marcus,
could
let's go with
send
you.
I could send my hawk up and have him look around.
Oh, that'd be way easier. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. That sounds way easier. Than trekking across the entire island.
I'm
Let's
a
So-
just-
monk. I am not cowed by such physical feats as walking.
Yes, but remember last time what happened? You got your leg chopped off from. Oh, no,
Well,
you didn't get.
That wasn't me. I'm.
That was
I'm-
me,
but you
I was
almost
in
did.
perfect health because the cleric
But-
did his job.
Yes, but you were the one that ran out and, or was it the who? Which one was it that ran out? I don't remember now.
Oh, he lost his foot. I got a sand shrew attached to my leg.
Yes, but that was just because you were reckless and you just went out and just did your thing, you know.
That was Weaver that tried to go walk.
Oh, that was
across the
Weaver.
sand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
but
he's the one who ran way ahead.
Oh, okay.
All right. So which one are you doing, guys? Is Finnegan going out to search the whole day, or are you sending just your hawk up to look for like an hour?
I mean,
I have
do
to.
we
if-
only get the
do
opportunity
you want to
do
talk
one
to
of
the
these?
dwarves or cast your hawk spell? I imagine you don't want to make them wait for you to cast a spell.
He already has his hawk.
Oh, I did not
Right.
know that.
But the problem is I can't do both at the same time.
Mhm.
Because this is a concentration thing.
Mhm.
So the only thing I wanted to ask, let me just ask because this
The
might be a
dwarves.
dead end anyway. Ask the
Mhm.
dwarves. Hey, Master Dwarves.
Hi.
D- d- I'm just wondering, your names sound kind of familiar. Are you by any chance from? Do you know where you're from? Like, are you from to,
Y-
to,
of course I
Toven?
know where I'm
Are you guys by any chance from Tovenbra? Just was wondering, because
from. Dover,
yes, because that's
no,
where I'm from.
never been there.
Oh, never been there. Okay. Do you know
no.
anything about it?
Uh, not not too much. No,
Oh,
I'll be honest. We mostly trying to think, they were from. Hold on, I'm trying to remember my areas
Geography?
real quick. Yeah, I don't remember my geography right now. I think they're from. Hold on, please hold. I have to go look up my stuff. My notes on each continent. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there we go. Farfor. So they're mostly from Farfor. That's where you done most of
Farfor?
our Farfor. Yes, Farfor.
Farfur.
Farfor.
Farfor.
Yes.
Okay,
Farfor.
Farfor.
That's where the dwarven forces are. That's where most of my kind actually live.
Oh, okay, okay. I just thought I would ask. And
Yeah.
have you by any chance in your travels seen what is she? Uh, uh, a a one-eyed, one-legged, half-orc woman with red hair called Cassandra? Have you by any chance seen her?
It sounds like a lovely tavern song, but no.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask. Okay, thank you.
It's actually my wife. No. What a coinkydink. No, no.
Okay.
No,
All right.
No.
Alright.
So okay, thank you very much.
no problem.
So
Alright.
I can do the hawk thing and have a look around, but and if you still want to go rummage around, that's okay. But I thought it might be a good idea to at least have the hawk just make sure there's nothing really bad out there before you go walking around. In case there's something
Sure.
that could hurt you, like a dragon,
Seems like a good idea.
or you never know. Them might be out there.
All right.
They might be out there. Okay, so
So you set up your hawk,
up the hawk.
and just give me a general perception check, which I think you might get advantage on. I think because you're a hawk. So
okay, so do I have to look up hawk, or what do you mean?
hang on.
I had that written down somewhere, I thought.
Keen sight, advantage on perception checks. Yep.
Advantage just means I roll twice.
Yep. Take the higher number.
Okay. So, and I saw in the hawk thing perceptions +4. What does that mean?
That means you add 4 to your at your modifier. So roll d20.
Okay, so I rolled 2 d20s or
Yep.
just one?
And then
Okay,
add 4,
then I
and that's
add
your
4.
hawk.
Okay, so hold on. Gotta get to the right tab here. Okay, so 20. Did I do it right? Yeah, here we go.
So it's 11 plus 4, 15.
15.
Okay. Yeah. So you know that there are 3 beaches on this island. There is one side that is just not going to be viable. There's no beach, and it's kind of a sheer cliff on one side. It kind of goes up and up and up.
That's gonna be our murder cliff.
So one of them's the one we've already seen, right?
Yeah, one's one you've already seen, and the other one, there is some very dense jungle in order to get to it for quite a ways. There is no viable path to get to it currently. You'd have to cut your way through. You notice, especially with a large boat in tow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
You can make it on foot probably fine. It takes some time, but you can do it. But with a large rowboat, it isn't gonna fit basically, unless you actually go start doing some like jungleering or whatever it's called. And you go cutting down the stuff with like the machete or whatever, right?
Some trailblazing.
And
Trailblazing,
which
yeah.
direction is that?
So southern shore is the sand shrews. Northern shore is the cliff, and the eastern shore is the western shore is the jungle, the dense jungle, and then to the east, you see a fairly peaceful looking beach that looks fairly not too difficult to get to.
It looks peaceful. And that's the east. Okay.
Yep.
So what would you guys like to do? We could try the east shore, or we could try the plank idea. I feel a little bad if we made these guys go spend all day making a plank and we don't use it, but you know, the plank might not work. So who
I have
knows?
They
a
haven't left yet.
question.
They haven't left yet, so like you can.
Okay.
They're still like geared up for the day, so you can catch them before they go if you don't want to do that.
Would it be a problem if
question?
we were each doing individual things?
No.
No.
Okay, so Weaver will say, yeah, I think I want to go back down to the South Beach and just look around a little bit from a bit of a distance. Just see what I see. You guys can do other stuff, or you can come with me, either one.
I'll inspect the eastern beach,
Hold on, I need to mark
or whichever direction.
on my
Obo's that I
notes which
forgot about.
ones. This is
East is
east.
the peaceful one.
Yep.
There's a button
Yep.
on my mouse that goes back in the browser, and I keep leaving the page.
There we go. All right, so Weaver's going to South Beach. Finnegan, you're going East Beach.
Yeah, whichever the other beach is.
And Marcus coming with you, because he already volunteered for that to go with you scouting party. What are you doing, Nomad?
Okay, so I've got enough from the hawk, right? So I don't.
Mhm.
Okay, so the hawk comes back.
Yeah.
Right? I can summon him back, right?
Mhm.
So okay. So I think I will go with Finnegan.
Okay. So 3 going to East and 1 going to South.
Oh no, wait, who's
Weaver's
Marcus going?
Marcus going with Finnegan. The
Oh,
East.
okay, then I will go with Weaver.
Okay.
So Weaver's going to which one?
Weaver's
South.
going to South Beach.
South.
is
Okay,
the
I'll
one we
go to the
originally
South
went to.
Beach with Weaver then. I just figured we'd split only into 2. That's all.
All right, 2 and 2. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Weaver's first. So which Nomad you're with him, correct? You said
Mhm.
Nomad and Weaver going
I
South.
can
All right.
use the restroom real quick then.
Okay. All right. So you guys go to the South Beach and you witness a similar sound that you did before with the burrowing, digging sounds that quiet down when you get closer. Things seem similar to before. The beach is quiet and still, but then as you're kind of like crouching down and kind of looking at the beach, from a little bit of distance, you see 3 sand shrews running along the beach, and they are pushing coconuts, and they are just pushing a coconut back and forth, and they are just like playing with the coconut, and just kind of like, and they're kind of rolling around in the sand, like contentedly, and yeah, they're playing around with the coconut like it's a ball.
Would I be able to use animal handling to get any more information on this? Like, if we
Not for
would be able
distance.
to. Okay.
You could, I mean, now animal handling is you have to touch something.
Okay, so
You could do like perception if you want to. So
yeah, I'll
just kind
do
of like,
perception to see if it seems like they like to play with coconuts in general, or maybe there's something special about this coconut.
okay.
And the
The
coconut
coconut roll.
explodes and killed them all.
All right, so you have a freaking natural 20 year perception check. So you notice that their eyes look different. Their eyes were kind of blacked out before. They were kind of just like their irises were filled up, and now their eyes look friendlier, and they generally seem fairly peaceful. And they seem like they're just kind of, like they're little dogs now, basically, just kind of playing with the ball.
But I don't know if another coconut would do the same thing, or if the coconut's
mean-
related to this.
They
You
might-
can't tell. I mean,
He-
I don't know how to answer that question.
Hey, Weaver, I just wonder if these guys, before they were kind of evil, and now they're nice. Maybe something happened overnight that they turned good or something. Or I don't know what, but something like that. I don't know. Just
Maybe.
almost seems like they're different kind of being. Maybe there's
Either
good
way,
ones
I
and
think
bad
we need to stock up on coconuts before we come back.
Do you want to just roll a coconut across the? Okay, are there coconuts laying
Yeah.
around or anything?
Yeah.
You want to just roll a coconut and see what happens?
Sure. Can I assume that we're like on top of that large rock, or would there be somewhere else that we would be?
Yeah,
that's
where are
fine.
we
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah, you're about where you were originally, honestly, before you set out. I mean, the boat's still there. Remember, so you can be like around by the boat probably.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're like up a cliff.
Well, by the
Uh,
way, is there anything in the boat, or it's all fallen out by now?
It's all falling out. You have 2
Okay.
oars, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna roll a coconut.
No,
do
it's
you want
called
me
a
to do it?
die.
Or do you want Weaver to do it? Yeah.
Sure. Go,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm
Weaver.
confused.
Okay.
So,
You roll
oh.
a coconut, and yeah, they like there's 3 of them, and one sees that coconut and chases after it.
Oh, jeez. Is it that simple?
Can I tell if these are the same 3 that we killed before?
I mean, you had a natural 20 perception check, so I'm gonna say you can tell, and they are.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's
Okay.
information.
Does he? Can we?
Are you
learn-
telling me that there's respawning enemies in this MOBA you've created? This MMO?
You didn't kill them because
Oh.
they the way that their species works is they don't die necessarily in that way. They have to be.
Okay, but we didn't know
Yeah.
that though, right? Or
Well, you
did
can tell they were breathing when you left them. Like they were
Oh,
unconscious,
okay.
but they were breathing.
Okay, so they're not killable or something.
But we did beat the evil out of them, apparently.
Yes.
Those 3,
Ah.
anyways.
All right, so that's not right. So if there's more, they're going to be evil. Oh, right, because we got the crystal got stuff into it.
What if Weaver rolls a coconut towards where that sleeping one was?
Okay. Sure.
The one we put
The
to sleep last time, you mean?
the closest red X.
It's the one farthest
think it was
south, yeah.
I think it
It's
was
at
farthest
AC 15.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Do I need to roll for that roll?
oh,
Or?
right to dirt. No, it's coconut. No. Like, you could roll. So I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, you roll coconut towards it.
Roll.
I won't have you do a ranged attack because that seems silly. I'll let you do it.
I just rolled for the
you-
visual effect, not for the number.
Yeah. You roll a coconut towards it. It's a straight line. And it rolls into the space that you knew that there was something, and a sand shrew jumps out of the sand and latches onto the coconut viciously. Before realizing it's not a person, then it just bats it away and barrels back underneath the sand.
Okay, so it seems like you're right about them being evil until we killed them. Wait, was that Nomad that said that, or was that?
Yeah, I
Dig.
said yeah.
Okay,
The reason there.
I know.
mean, I
that's
said
why I
that,
said
but not in
dig, not
character.
finity.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there's another idea of how if we run into if the plank idea doesn't work, because I'm still not sure if it's going to, we could start throwing coconuts and that brings them out
Well, look,
and we could attack them.
now that I see that they're happy and playful after we kill them, I don't feel bad about killing them.
Yeah, I don't either. Yes.
That's dark.
Look,
Okay,
I mean, you
so-
kind
It's
of cured
fine.
them.
we're fixing them.
Anyway, yeah, I
That's
cured
what-
it by throwing it into a rock and pummeling it with my curd stomps.
Look, that's
I got
Weaver's goal in
stabbed
life
by
anyway.
The goblet. Okay.
So how many coconuts are around? Are there like
A lot.
a lot?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Weaver, you got a good throwing arm. I was thinking maybe we might just want to start throwing coconuts in all the
You
different
start
squares.
melting a while
And see,
away.
well, and just see how many there are, because maybe there's only like 1 or 2 left, or maybe there's hundreds. It might be nice to know, right?
Does it seem like I would safely be able to do that without antagonizing them?
Antagonizing them? Is that your goal to antagonize them?
I don't want them running up the beach to attack us.
I mean, the last one, you know, the last, the first one you took coconut at, like attacked it, but didn't like come after you. So
Okay. Well,
So we
then
do them
I
one at a
guess
time.
sure.
So
Just
we only
start
have to do
tossing
one, so-
coconuts.
I mean, you have all day technically if you want.
That's right. We have
Sounds
all day.
very time consuming. That's a large beach.
Well, but
Yeah.
think about it. To throw a coconut takes what? About 10 seconds, right?
10 seconds, yeah. Like
And we have, 50 squares, so that's 10 seconds. That's not,
it's not ridiculous. You have all
yeah,
day.
it's
I
not.
mean, you have to actually hit all of your targets though. So you'll
That's
have like,
true.
4 or 5 tries probably. But yeah,
Yeah, we
you
missed
have
some. And
you have
to begin with,
hundreds of coconuts.
right.
Like,
And to begin with, it doesn't matter if we hit the right target because we're just randomly
also,
hitting.
you can
Hold on a
just
second.
roll them. You can just roll them along in a straight line too.
Yeah.
Like a bowling ball.
I just want to point out that if we were going to be checking every single square with individual coconuts, then when we came back, the beach would just be coconuts.
Well, no, not the. What happened? Didn't the,
Yeah,
the sand shrew grab it and pull it underground, or what did he do?
yeah. So I mean, the coconuts would be the safe places to land, basically. Anywhere that doesn't have a coconut would not be safe. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. You
Well,
guys wanna do that?
I think it'd be a good idea just to roll a half dozen of them out or something, just covering a large area to
Yeah,
get
just
a
to-
general idea of how many there actually are.
That's a good idea because if every single square has one that tells you one thing, and if
Well, you know that some squares didn't already because you
yeah,
already.
that's right.
did
I'm
some
looking
searching.
at the map, right, and the map has some little itsy bitsy green line dots on them, right? So
Yeah, those are the ones that were safe. Yeah.
yeah. So
You already did some exploration.
we just start doing, and of course we don't care about some of the locations because we're not going to take the boat that way.
All right, so I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna spend a long time doing this, okay? And you guys are gonna spend like their whole morning and afternoon just throwing coconuts. So
Well, we only need to do, but just so you know, we only need to do like
A pathway to the
a
shore.
pathway, right?
it's easier for me though if I just do all of them.
Oh, I see.
Right, right.
Okay.
I have another
Got it.
map for you. Okay.
Oh, okay. Just show us the answer, right?
Yeah. So hold on.
Okay. And you just have to mark the few that we've already killed off.
Yeah.
A quick aside. Oh.
Hold on. Dang it. Sorry.
A quick aside. You
hmm
could have also just used your magic hand to kind of poke in the sand.
Yeah, except I was thinking about that.
That costs
I
a
thought there was
spell
a reason
slot,
why-
though, right?
I thought maybe I don't remember now. I have to check.
So we got
Yeah.
3 of the.
I think the reason why you didn't do it was because
Well, as soon as we go into battle, then I can't keep doing it. I have to do it once per turn. So if
yeah,
he
it only
comes out
lasts
and
a
starts
minute, so you get like 10 of them or something like that. Or
no, well, it's a cantrip, so I
5.
can do as many as I want. But
All right,
not if
so-
we're in battle. I can't.
Every circle is a sand shrew.
Okay.
So
and they've
just so you're
all
aware.
been hit by coconuts.
And they've all been hit by coconuts. They've all been angry. So that
By
means
the way,
that
the
the end-
southernmost X shouldn't be an X because that one's not dead. It's asleep.
the X's. I mean, the X's in general aren't correct. Ignore the X's. Those
Oh,
are
okay.
overlays I
So
can't really
that's
fix. So.
never mind.
Ignore the X's and the green circles. It's just hard to remove them.
Okay.
So yeah, every space has a coconut now, except for the ones with circles.
Okay. Good job. I
Yes,
we
you
were
have a
both-
map. You have an actual map now.
Okay.
Good job. You've
So-
solved my riddle with coconuts.
Well,
And
I
you didn't lose
guess
foot over this time.
yeah. That was
we're
such
looking
a
at that and be
simple
like, well, I
solution.
guess
Things usually are,
that
right?
solves that. Shall we head back?
okay. So let's just look at this for a minute. How many?
Well, that took you guys all day.
Yeah.
Myself and Marcus
Right,
get
so-
to do anything before you do anything.
Right. So
else.
before we go back, right, those two's got to do something. So.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So going back to Marcus and Finnegan, you arrive at the Eastern Beach. It's a fairly easy trek. It takes you only a couple hours to get there.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's still an island, still a whole island. I mean,
yeah. I
it's
just
I wonder
Going through
if
jungle.
Marcus is coming back.
and yeah, you get to the edge of the beach, and it looks fairly peaceful. What are you doing?
I mean, looks can be deceiving. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna immediately just start doing the club in the sand bit again.
Okay, so you're gonna reach forward with your club and push, basically.
Yes, my investigation check.
Okay.
You don't have a map of this one, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not the one that is.
Hey!
All right, natural 20. All right, so why can't I click the die? There it is. So you push into the sand nearest you,
And you find a devourer of dreams. It eats your-
and your baton, the baton, right? That is
Yeah, well, club.
beat-
What? It
your-
doesn't
your
matter.
beat
I don't
stick.
use it anyways.
your beat stick.
Yeah.
It sinks into the sand.
Oh.
You mean as normal sinking, or it
No,
swallows
no.
it up?
It's definitely
Hey Marcus, can you grab me a rock?
yeah, sure. Hand you a rock.
Just I'll put that on top of the sand.
Yeah, it slowly sinks into the sand.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
I immediately see a problem here, Marcus.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. I mean, granted, is this quicksand? I think this is quicksand, right? That's the vibe I'm getting right now. That's
I mean,
quicksand.
unless you want to hook more stuff into it, I think we're done here.
I mean, I have survived quicksand before. It's not fun. Well, okay, it wasn't quicksand. It was hell sand, and it was horribly painful. But anyways, you can get across quicksand. It's just not easy. So I mean, if it's this or being eaten alive by monsters, I'll pick this, right? I mean, that's only like 20 feet, 30 feet to the beach, like the end of the beach. That's all we gotta do.
Could the plank reach over and not sink? That's a good question.
So there is nowhere to secure it on the other side because it's water.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't mean it won't work, but maybe you don't know. You have to try it though.
I'm also not too keen to haul a very large plank several hours.
Yeah. So just so you're aware of, just mechanically speaking, so I will allow you guys to cross the quicksand, but you have to do survival checks in order to cross it. Okay. And if you do
Don't
not,
worry,
and if
I
you
have a different solution.
and if you don't cross it successfully, your boat will sink into the sand.
Oh, great.
We will be marooned.
Dang it, I knew what my strategy was going to be. I was going to use the boat on the sand.
It's the heaviest thing, and it will sink faster. That's how quicksand works. So, like,
But
the
it's
bigger thing you
buoyant.
got, it's buoyant. Yes, sure, no.
Sand is a lot heavier than. Wait, I don't know.
I don't understand
Sand
how
is
quicksand
denser than
works to
water.
begin with. Yes, but people float too, but they sink in quicksand. So I'm not sure how that works.
If you stand on quicksand, you sink. If you stand on water, you fall.
But you can't move the boat through the quicksand,
It's got oars.
right? You can't push off anything though.
I-
If
So
you want to try that, and
It
we
will
I
be
don't
on
think so.
it will be
I
an
don't wanna-
immovable object that will slowly sink into the sand. Not like quickly or anything, but it'll.
Well, we don't
slowly-
know about this yet, so
Yeah.
So okay, so what I want to do is I want to send a message, but it may not
Mhm.
work because the message thing only goes like 120 feet or something.
we are
but I-
certainly not 120 feet.
But
No.
but I don't know that, so I'm going to do it anyway. So
Well,
I'm
you
sending-
do because you have a book that
You
tells
know-
you
You know your spells.
No. I don't know how far away
how they are. Well,
How far
I mean,
away they are.
You're
You
more
can
than
see
120 feet away.
120 feet.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
more than 120 feet away from camp. So, and you only went the opposite direction you did. So you would.
Well, they went east, didn't they?
Yeah, and you went south.
Yeah. But,
So I mean, we could be close enough. But anyway,
oh my goodness.
No.
okay, fine, very good.
It is
Yeah.
very obvious that we are not within range.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So let me pull out my cell phone instead.
Oh, you didn't know I had one of those?
solved all these problems. All right, so Marcus and Finnegan head back to camp, and I.
Hey Marcus,
Nomad.
you want to skip the trip and just jump in this bag here?
Ooh, that was fun last time. Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay.
He
How
just,
does
he just puts his own bag on his head and he just.
Oh,
He
do
goes
I have to
away.
do I have to grab his bag for it?
Yeah.
I have-
Alright.
Yeah, you do.
So how's this work? He goes inside the bag, and I thought humans worked or people work differently.
No, they
We
work.
still get teleported to the island. I just, as long as he didn't,
The problem is that your bag's still there. So
you lose the bag if you go through it.
Yeah, so he just left you with his bag. It's
Alright,
just-
well, I'll just-
So
I'll
he's
just take his
someplace else on
bag.
the island, right?
yeah,
Right
he's
now?
back at camp basically. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's where it popped you guys out, is at camp.
If
So,
in a tree, perhaps,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Alright.
yeah, so are you guys all heading back to camp? All four of y'all? Well, I guess Marcus already did. All three of y'all.
Yeah, I'm...
Yeah, I think we should, so we can
Okay.
regroup.
All right, so you guys head back around the same time that the dwarves come back with a giant plank. They're hauling this thing. It's pretty heavy. It's
Mhm.
pretty hard to navigate to the
I mean,
jungle.
truthfully, it's a tree, right? I mean,
It's a whole tree. Like yeah,
so-
yeah. I mean, it's a big old log. It's a miracle that they're able to actually carry this thing, but you assume it's because they're dwarves and they're real strong.
Mhm.
No human could carry this. Like that's for sure.
Okay. Okay, so we're all back.
Yep.
So you did it. That looks really good. Thank you
That's
so
good.
very much. Would you mind carrying it a little further for us?
They kind of just put it down, like sigh and look at you and
Oh, please, please. Would you
I
mind?
can-
Okay.
How heavy is the plank? We can just carry it.
Well, we'll help.
It
We'll
would
help.
take. Well, the problem is that Nomad can't help you. You're too short.
I can lift up my hands and pretend to help.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't
Uh,
dwarves
Use magic
too?
hand.
Yeah, dwarves are short. I mean, you can help the
But
dwarves.
dwarves are
You
short,
can't-
but they're strong.
Yeah, you're not strong. So I mean,
Nerd.
No, no.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm saying you can't help Finnegan and Weaver if they carry it because they're taller.
Wait, hold. I need to sneeze. Hold on.
Okay.
So my magic hand can only carry 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's unhelpful. It doesn't help you carry anything.
Uh,
yeah.
Is Marcus stronger, being a now Warforged Joblin?
Yep.
Job.
Yeah, he could. He could.
But he is short.
He,
Goblins are small. He's not as short as Nomad, but he's still short.
how
he's-
tall is
he's-
he? Just
so-
curious.
He's dwarf height.
I don't know how tall dwarfs are.
I think they're like 4.5 feet.
Well, he can hold it above his head, and I'll just hold it like in front of me, like I'm moving a couch.
Yeah, if he holds it up and you guys hold it low, then probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Weaver can just help somehow.
Yeah, he won't be helpful, but that's okay.
Why won't Weaver be helpful?
No, wait,
I think
Nomad
we
won't be
both
helpful.
meant-
No, man
Nomad.
won't be helpful, right?
Yeah, Nomad won't be helpful. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
do
we don't need no dwarfs moving planks for us. They have work to do.
It's true.
You
All
guys
right.
think so? You think they can do it on their own? Is that what you're saying?
So
Uh,
we can do it on our own.
No, I'm
yeah,
asking DM whether or
Yeah.
not
Oh.
they've got the strength to do it on their own. Okay.
Yeah, roll a
It's just-
strength
it's-
check, y'all.
Just a big ass chunk of wood.
Roll a strength check.
Strength.
I'll have Marcus assist as well.
Hold on, wait. Isn't there a thing where I can use Constitution or Dexterity instead of Strength as a monk, or is that in combat or
It's in
something
combat.
like
No,
Ah.
it's not this. Yeah, not this.
that? Dang. Can I
where's
punch the wood in? Okay, we're good.
this one? Yeah, y'all are
'Cause
fine.
I didn't have a Strength modifier, but I do have Constitution modifier.
Yeah, we have a 17, 18, and 19. So yeah, you're good.
We have had some great rolls today. If only
Yeah.
it mattered.
I mean,
None of them
two,
are in combat.
two of you are Warforged, so you got this.
Yeah. I don't need to help them. Is what's going on here.
I mean, they do need you to help. Yeah, they do need you to help. I mean, it's,
Yeah, I'll just direct them. All right.
no, Nomad's doing that. Nomad's directing. All right, so you
I'm
guys,
directing, right?
you guys make it to the beach with this giant plank. Are you gonna just plop it down and just go for it, basically? I mean, you can.
So I
can-
have
you
two
can-
suggestions.
Okay,
How long is
Uh,
the plank?
it's 100 feet.
right?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that part.
It's real long.
So we know where they all are. We could either use the plank and make a bridge right about here,
We totally could.
and that should clear them.
We can
Or
make-
we could walk around them. We could even have the plank go like that. Or maybe
It's only like
even
hit that
just
giant rock. Just
straight,
straight.
Well, I
Yeah.
think what
Just
we
straight
should
outward.
do is try the plank and put it at the place where it's going to cross over as few as possible in case we fall or something, and just try.
So right here, just on top of 6 of them.
Yeah, right.
All right, where are you guys putting it?
I assume those rocks that we're seeing are like tall, so we wouldn't want to
Yes,
put the
yes.
boat on top of
They
that
are
and push
very
it off
tall.
the edge, right?
So would
Yeah.
you guys agree that this would be a good spot, or let's say 2 spots back from that, but that's the edge of the map, so actually wait, I can
Yeah.
probably just
Yeah, from a structural standpoint, that is probably the safest because it's angled down.
Yeah, and there's only
like
one.
that.
Yeah.
We're only going over one
Over
thing.
one. Yep. All right,
Well, I imagine we'd fall off the sides of the plank onto those 2 or 3.
that's true too. Go ahead.
Maybe.
Hold on. Mark it again.
Yeah, can you mark it permanently or something?
That's this side. So
Okay.
either one,
How-
but
is
they
it
both
only
go over
5
one.
feet
So
wide?
You wanted to
or-
go. I'm gonna go here. Sorry,
More than 5 feet wide.
that way. Okay. All right.
So we gotta first just get the plank out there.
Hold on. Where's my? Okay. Yeah. So okay. So you guys are gonna carry the plank over there, and you're gonna slowly slide it out.
Mhm.
And
I think it would work
Forget-
better if we flipped it over
Forget
long ways,
physics.
because if we slid it across the sand, it would just dig in, or it would run into the sand true hole.
how
One
do
of
you-
us could always go down there and just grab the other end and hope we don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
know where they are now, so you can have
Right.
one of you go down and guide it if you wish,
Right.
and you could just only one to avoid anyway. So, you want to have one of you guys go in front and just guide it, basically.
That works.
Marcus will do it. Marcus will guide it for you guys. And
Marcus will be the sacrifice.
so yeah, you have a giant plank now that goes from the top of that hill down that cliff, actually, down into the water, just about. And so,
You know what? I have another important question.
What?
How strong is this plank?
It's real strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's,
This is-
it's an
This
old
is
wood.
some real like aged like.
I'm
this is,
just
like,
making
eight-
sure it'll
so-
support the weight of 2 Warforged in a boat.
I mean, you don't know.
Well, we could go. Okay, so I suggest that we start walking down on it without the boat first and just kind of test it.
Also,
a little
this
bit.
is a wide plank.
Okay.
You could probably just slide the boat down if you wanted to.
Yeah,
it
is
might
it-
fall off though.
I was
right?
trying to ask, is it like 10 feet? 50, how wide is this thing?
I mean, it's 5 feet wide.
Oh, well, right then.
That's,
And how high was the cliff?
the cliff is.
It says on there somewhere, right?
Yeah, it does.
40 feet.
40
Are we
feet.
gonna do the math to figure out exact distances
No,
here?
no, no.
Good.
No.
I'm
I was
not in
just
the
trying to get a feel.
Pythagorean theory right now for no.
Right, I was just thinking, if it's, you said it's 40 feet tall, the cliff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to get an idea. Is this like roller coaster kind of steepness, or is it
Ah,
like gentle
yeah.
slope? Is what
But
I was.
technically, you won't make it
It's-
to the water's edge, but you'll get
It's a
close.
gentle slope.
You'll make it
Alright.
most of the way to the water.
So just make sure that where we're landing is not on a circle.
Yeah. There are no circles on that line. After the first one, right next to you guys. So
I mean, I think 100 feet actually goes right to the edge, right?
yeah, I mean, if you were at the 40 though, not as much. It's only 60 feet that way. So that's
Well-
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
100
Oh,
feet
true.
from there, it goes all the way out to there, minus whatever the height is. So that probably easily be out to there.
Yeah, it's around there. It's not too bad.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys gonna go
And we
carry
have
it
room
down?
to. And how wide is the boat?
The boat is like 10 feet wide or something. It's not to scale, unfortunately. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, it's like 10 feet wide.
Okay, so
You
that's a
could
pretty
just
big
scale it
boat.
up by one, and that would make it 10 feet. But-
Yeah, don't worry about
But
it.
it's also not really
That's okay.
necessary.
Yeah, we'll
All
get
right,
there.
I'm
when we
just
get
making sure we can fit between the 2 circles.
there. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'll say yes.
All right, fine. All right, let's. Okay, the plank's already out, right?
Yep.
So
Mark's got it
tell
in.
us, tell us where it ends so that we know.
It ends.
Just
Here.
make a judgment call. Okay. So I say I'll start.
It's not 100 foot like even either. Like,
Yeah,
so.
that's okay. So I'm gonna just start jumping on a little bit to see how it is. Way up on the top, way up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Super
very
sturdy.
good. You know,
You're also a 40-pound gnome.
well, I know. Well, I wanted to
Let me-
start. I wanted to
let me
start
just-
small.
Let me just give that a try. See what happens.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Yep.
it seems fine. You gonna walk all the way down, like in the middle?
I'll walk to the middle and call Marcus over. Hey, Marcus, Come here.
All right, you both walk and stand on the plank. It bends slightly, but not too
Just
much.
slightly. Okay.
It's definitely, it's not in favor of this, but this is a good, like some good wood.
Okay.
Like this is real sturdy.
Some good wood.
Yeah, you
So
guys gonna go?
unless anybody has any other suggestions, I think what should happen is I will grab the boat, take a piece of rope and tie it around one end, and then just walk it down. And by that I mean the boat would be in front of Weaver, and he's basically just holding it from running away.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so it's steep enough that it would roll. It would slide down on its own, so you don't actually have to pull it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yep. All right. Give me a dexterity check.
Is that everybody or just Nomad?
No, just Weaver. He's the one with the boat.
Oh, I forgot who we were talking
Marcus
about.
only.
Yeah.
What? Unless someone else is helping you.
I just said the only character
Well-
that hadn't been named.
Oof.
Ooh.
All right. You get a little ways down, and it starts to slide off to the side a bit and starts to teeter. Marcus runs up and grabs it before it falls, though. And now you're going to work on it together. So when I do another dexterity check, you've made it about a third of the way.
Can we all hold on to the rope? Does that help?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Only two people on this right now.
Okay,
so go
hold
ahead
on.
and
So
do
we're a
another.
third of the way down, and it's
Ooh.
currently stopped, right?
Yes.
Who rolled the
How about
three?
a change of
Marcus.
plan?
Yeah.
Nomad and Finnegan go down into the sand, also with rope, on either side to help keep it in the
To
center.
help. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that, right?
All right. Everybody
We're
roll
just-
dexterity checks.
But we're making sure we're stamping in the right spots.
Yep. Yep. You guys know.
Okay.
You guys are
Alright.
following the coconut trail.
This
All right.
sounds excessive.
Well-
Base dexterity. I got a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's +2.
We were doing so great up until we weren't.
Yeah. Marcus rolled garbage too. So.
Nomad, it's up to you.
Yeah. No.
12.
That's bad. Okay. It
But it
falls
is
off the
full-
side. Well. I'm trying to think. Yeah. It falls off the one of the sides. It gets away. Well, actually, no, hold on. Who had the worst? Marcus had the worst roll, and he's in front of it, followed by Weaver. So that means that it goes straight, but you lose control of it entirely, and you lose the rope, and it plows Marcus over, and he falls into the boat face first.
Whee!
And it slides, and you guys lose the ropes. It kind of tears off away from you guys, but you manage to control it still, and it just goes straight. And hold on, let me just. Yeah, jeez, so lucky. Go straight. Yeah, that's D4 for direction. Yep.
Okay.
South. Okay. Yeah, it goes straight, and it slides into the water with Marcus just like that.
Marcus is in it. Now, where's everybody else now?
You guys have.
Can we just walk up
Yeah,
to the
you
boat?
you walk over the boat. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phew. Or maybe I should say, phew.
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 So, all right, you guys
Jump in a boat.
get on the boat. All right,
Well, that was conveniently clumsy.
Rowboat!
all right. So,
what did you say, Weaver?
That was conveniently clumsy.
It was, but it
It's your
worked.
motto. It's your guys' motto. Convenient clumsy.
Conveniently clumsy.
All right, and your bunny rabbit jumps inside the boat.
I thought he was in the bag.
No,
Oh, okay.
he's been following you around.
Okay, fine.
Kind of lately. Technically, you guys
Actually,
left him. By the
Hold
boat.
on. Before we go into the boat, the plank, it would be useful to do something with it. Can we shove it in a bag?
Yeah.
I am 6 feet tall, so my hands can reach more than 5 feet apart.
Look, all
No, I
we
mean,
need to do is
yeah.
spread the bag open
Oh my.
and
Yeah.
just
Okay,
start
Whose
shoving
bag?
it in.
Whose bag?
It
Whose
doesn't
bag?
matter,
Weaver's, right?
does it?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, we don't keep track. Okay.
No. Nope. Okay. Yeah, you guys. I mean, all you have to do is find the front of this thing, and just like just funnel it through, basically. Yeah. You
Funnel
can,
it through. I'll
yeah.
hold the bag.
you hold the bag, holds the plank, and you guys just kind of like feed it in, right? And so you feed it in, and you know, you go for you get about 50 feet in, and it stops.
Ah.
It hit something. But you kind of like you angle the bag a different direction. And
How
angle,
far are
like,
we
the,
from
the
the-
wood? And
Wait.
it like
Do we hear a dwarf curse?
yeah. Ah! What is your plank here? Who summoned this plank in the middle of the forest?
No, you think about it.
Uh,
We could have put it in the bag and then taken the bag over with us and then pulled it back out again.
That's true. You could, yeah, it's true. Because once you put it in, you can summon it by calling it. So yeah, that's true. You could.
Although we couldn't do that with the boat, so there must be a limit to the size of the bag. So it's whether it fits in
Well,
the bag. or not, right?
the boat's too wide.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, so someone needs to mark out on your sheet now. You have a 100-foot plank that you can call out of your bag whenever you want to.
A very strong one too.
Yes.
I'll
It's-
go ahead and add
So
that.
yep. We go ahead.
Where is that in
Weaver.
my equipment?
Yeah, just add a note somewhere. I can just write it down. I'll have to figure out. I custom make this stuff, so just put a note.
You just say
okay.
plank.
I'll just put
Yeah.
it in notes under other.
Yeah.
I think equipment has a custom thing, and you can just do it yourself and just type plank. Right?
Yeah, it's just hard to do. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay. I did that with my sheets of paper that I've been drawing on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you guys have a 100-foot plank in your bag that is now technically it's up in camp, with the dwarves, again. So yeah.
And how far are we
okay.
away from camp, by the way?
About a half mile.
Oh, never mind. I was
It's a
going to
ways.
say we could phone them with the not a phone and ask them
Yeah.
where it's at.
No, it's not that close. Yeah.
Not a phone.
Yeah.
All right, so it's almost time to quit here. So how do we want?
That's all right. You guys are getting in the boat
Mhm.
and you're sailing off. All right. So you guys are feeling pretty accomplished with yourselves. You finally got the boat to shore, and you finally got it into the water. And you have a map. And so where are you going?
Well, I want to send my hawk back up and see if he can see land other than this island.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what my scale was for overworld hexes. How many miles?
Is
that
the
was.
island to scale? Because you know how big the island is, right? Or maybe you don't.
I don't. I need to find out how each hex. I think it's. We figured this out, didn't we?
But you told us about how long it would. Didn't you say about how long it would take to get?
Yeah,
to the
it's a day basically of travel per hex.
And we know how
that's
fast the boat goes, so.
Do we? Where's their boat stats?
Well, you sent us a boat status.
I know. I'm trying to find it.
You pinned it.
We had figured stuff out for this, but that was when we were trying to develop our own
I know.
system.
I know.
So I'm not sure if
Hold on.
that's even
It goes
usable, really.
24 miles per day. Okay, so
By
It
the
looks
way,
like
I
a
looked
hex
at the-
is like 50 miles, judging
50
by the
miles.
scale on the bottom right.
okay.
But remember, he doesn't have to see detail. He just has to see if there's land.
I mean, can your hawk go 50 miles?
No. But he can't. He doesn't have to go 50 miles to see it. He just has to. I mean, you think about it.
Can he see 50 miles?
Humans can see 50 miles.
Well, hey, look.
Okay. Okay.
Your hawk is
Yeah.
up, and he's looking for a place to nap. And we have this map, and it says Hawk's Rest is to our east.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. You have a map,
A
so.
very roundabout way, telling your hawk to go take a nap in the easterly direction.
Oh, we have that map. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
We are.
have a world
We
map.
have
Yeah.
the map. I thought we
You have
were.
the map.
We were still blind. Okay.
No, you have a map. Yeah.
All right.
We have a map.
Yeah.
So where is that map? How do we? Oh, we have to go to the maps program, right?
Yeah, and you gotta drag and drop it in, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep. Which you don't never need to do right now. Yeah, it's one hex away. Hawk's Rest is the closest island to you guys, and it is one hex away. you are in the middle of a giant ocean. Otherwise, and you have a little rowboat. So it's not. You realize it's probably an unwise decision to go west in a rowboat because that'll take weeks, and yeah, it's just open ocean.
Hold on. Okay.
So
Don't worry, if we capsize, I'll just walk.
all
Yeah,
right,
you
so
will.
yeah, you guys set off in.
So
the
we're going
eastern-
toward Hawk's Rest then.
or not Hawk's Rest, eastern direction. And when we come back, you're gonna take a lot of rolls, like a lot of rolls to get there. Just a heads
I'll
up.
bet. Yeah.
However, before we do that, before we go, I need you guys to all assign roles.
Well, we know
So
who the navigator is.
right.
Let's see.
Oh, Weaver.
I was told to
So-
make a lot of rolls.
20.
We need we have numerous roles to fill here. We have a captain, a first mate, a bosun, a quartermaster, a surgeon, and a cook. Those are the different roles available.
Yeah, it's a rowboat though.
Well, we know who the cook is. Second guy.
uh,
Fighting words.
so a captain is required for the ship, for any ship, even a rowboat. Who is going to be the captain of your ship?
18
The
is.
captain controls the general direction you are going to be going. They make all the decisions on the ship, and their word is law. And they do most of the talking when you have like other ships you're interacting with and whatnot, because they're in charge. Then you have the first mate who basically is in charge of the rest of the crew. If you ever have a larger crew, they're the one that are in charge of everybody else, and they are the ones that they're the ones actually giving the commands, right? Like the captain gives like what he wants to do, the first mate follows through, and also the first mate is in charge of, this is just mechanical speaking, they're in charge of stealth. So if you're trying to be sneaky, they're in charge of keeping everybody quiet, moving the ship quieter, locating areas to be stealthy in and whatnot. They're in charge of stealth for the boat. The captain is in charge of perception for exploration. So they're the ones with the spyglass out in front looking for places to go. And then you have the quartermaster. The quartermaster is the one actually navigating the ship. They're the ones with the charts, and they are in charge of checking weather conditions, and kind of just guiding the ship through storms and whatnot. They're a pretty important thing, and they are in charge of
Okay, I
the
think we
actual
should
physical
make
navigation.
Mark is the captain. No.
We're going west.
Okay,
We
so we have to
versus
share.
sturgeon.
So you each get one roll. Okay.
Oh, okay, and
You
then
each get one roll.
and the others we just don't have a cook and we don't have a whatever the other thing.
For now, correct.
So
'Cause
basically,
those
those
are non-essential roles.
Okay. So
for
it's the
a
captain,
rowboat.
first mate, and quartermaster.
Those are the three essential roles, because that's for in order to navigate. Yeah, basically.
Well, I'm guessing I should be quartermaster, right?
Makes
Are
sense?
we talking about this amongst ourselves?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
So I think I should be a quartermaster because I have navigation skills. I just checked to make sure.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, I could lick my finger and hold it up, and I couldn't tell which direction west is.
Although I don't know if I know that much about weather, but I guess maybe.
You don't have a tongue bird. Don't play.
Right.
Then how can he talk?
He has a voice box.
So
Oh, all right then.
So do we want to roll for captain versus first mate? Okay, so one's stealthy and one. Does it matter if they're stealthy, or does it matter?
So yeah, it's
What's
you use their stats.
Hey, Finnegan,
So
Eh,
do you want to yell at people or do you want to yell at other people? Like our people or their people?
I just want to yell.
the first mate does a lot of yelling. because he's constantly barking orders at people. So he boss
It's
people
also
around.
it's also just a rowboat, but okay.
But you do have one crew member, which is Marcus.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So you can yell at Marcus.
you can yell Marcus. Yeah.
I'll not be the captain.
Okay. So we have Quartermaster Nomad, Captain Weaver, and First Mate Finnegan.
And
this
Flopsy
will
the
probably-
surgeon.
And Flopsy the Surgeon.
Flopsy the
Good
surgeon.
dog.
It's definitely not Marcus, that's for sure. Yeah.
Can we name Flopsy an honorary surgeon until we get an actual surgeon?
He's the Surgeon General. There you go.
Researching. I think
Or
we
the
should.
cook. The cook.
We
There you go.
We should give Marcus. I think we should give Marcus. Hey guys, I'm whispering this. I think we should give Marcus a duty so it makes him feel good. You know.
You're in a very small boat together. He can definitely hear you.
All right, I messaged it to them. I messaged it.
Okay.
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 All right, look. So here's the
the
thing.
accent.
There's 4 of us, 2 oars. I'm not rowing one, and Finnegan is here to yell at people. Little guys, get on it.
You heard the captain.
Hey, I have an unseen servant I can use if I have to. He's only good for an hour though.
Also, if
Wow.
you wish, if you wish, you could give Marcus First Mate. He is stealthy. It's up to you guys. Just letting you guys know. But he would be in
Is
charge
Finnegan
of.
stealthy?
No.
I mean, I
It's
don't want.
probably
to
not a
bring-
good idea to
Well,
have a
Yeah,
NPC
let's
in
have a
charge.
mutiny
NPC
before we
be
go
in
anywhere.
charge.
Yeah. I never mind. You can't give him a roll. Let's get that.
Yeah,
He'll just row. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Yeah. You can assign him an unofficial role if you want to. You can make up a role if you want. He's the. Oh wait, hold on. No, there's another role. Hold on. There's a
chief cook and bottle washer.
no. There's a there's a bosun. The bosun is in charge of the technical advice to the captain and crew and leads repairs and maintenance. So they are in charge of patching holes and whatnot. So yeah,
Oh,
he's the
good.
bosun.
Okay.
That'll be a good fit for him.
All right, very good.
Yeah. There are your assigned roles. You will definitely be utilizing them heavily.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So, something that you guys, sea travel is very dangerous.
Yeah, but you kind of forced us into it. There's not much we can do about it.
No, I know. I'm informing you guys that this is, it's sea travel is one of the most dangerous things in this world. It's not done lately, for a reason. So it's very difficult to do. Especially in a little dinghy.
wants to kill us. First he put us in hell, now he put us on
to message us.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
and it doesn't say so on the map I gave you guys, but the ocean you are currently in, that spans from Siska to Faraway, which is the shores of the 2 continents, basically, that are closest to you guys. You're in this big space that only has a couple islands, basically, that you can see. It's called the Expanse.
Okay.
And it is, you can tell from your map that it is largely unexplored. And you get the feeling that that's probably because you don't generally venture out of like the shipping lanes and like the known areas, because it's real dangerous outside of that. So just a heads up for that. I just so you're also aware, from a technical standpoint, I have 2 pages on how to get you guys from point A to point B, of notes and rolls. So it's gonna
how
be
we don't
how
get
you-
from point A to B.
right. How
Right.
how you may or may not make it and whatnot. So
All right.
you'll
gotta-
be utilizing your rolls to get there. So
All right. I gotta go
Yeah.
now.
yep,
So,
that's fine.
all right.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.